We have finally reached the last unit in the Cult Mechanicus book. And when you think about this stuff, you kind of say to yourself, could this have all combined into a single codex? Why, yes. Yes, it could have. Anyway, Kastellan Robot Maniples, 290 points, expensive, heavy support unit. Let's look at these guys. It consists of 2 robots and a data smith. The robots are weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, toughness 7, 3 wounds, initiative 2, 2 attacks, leadership 7, 3 plus save. The data smith is weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 3, 2 attacks, leadership 9, 2 plus armor save. You may include up to 2 additional cybernetic data smiths for 50 points apiece, and you may include up to 4 additional robots for 120 points apiece. So you can have 6 robots, 3 data smiths in any combination up to or less than in this unit. The basic war gear is artificer armor for the data smith, a gamma pistol and a data spike, which I keep on mine, just basic dude. He has a refractor field and a power fist right there, fisto power. The Kastellan robots have Kastellan battle hide. We should look that up and see what it does. Carapace mounted insect-eyeing combustors, right there, and 2 power fists. Those are not power fists. Canticles of Omnici and Feel No Pain on that data smith right there. Canticles of Omnici and Fearless for the robots. Now, we're going to look at the Kastellan battle protocols. You can put the robots into 3 battle protocols. Alright, they start the battle always in the Aegis protocol, which gives them Feel No Pain, so 5 up Feel No Pain. You can switch them to another battle protocol. It doesn't take effect until your next turn. The first one is Conqueror, which all of the units double their attack characteristic but can't make any shooting attacks. So the robots end up with 4 attacks each. Whoa! But they can't shoot anything. Interesting. Or the Protector Protocol, where the units can fire their carapace mounted weapons right up here twice, but they can't move. I personally don't use the Protector Protocol because I have insect-eyeing combustors and I don't have other things. But you could use it. I mean, double shot flamer attacks could be interesting. The robots have what is called a Repulsor Grid. It is a 5 up invul save against shooting attacks. Furthermore, each time a robot is targeted by a shooting attack and passes a saving throw of any kind on a roll of 6+, the shot is deflected. What that means is, since they have a Repulsor Grid, if you're taking a cover save and you pass it, and on a 6, it's reflected. If you take an armor save and you pass it, on a 6, it's reflected. If you have to take that invul save and you pass it on a 6, it's reflected. And if the shot is reflected, the unit that fires it suffers an immediate hit, auto hit, resolved at the strength and AP value and special rules, basically getting hit with the exact weapon they fired, that was originally allocated to the robot, as if it had just been shot at by the robot. The Repulsor Grid cannot deflect blast or template weapons or psychic shooting attacks. Okay, can do blast or template, can't do psychic, but you can reflect those shooting attacks, and I have done it, and I have killed people. Or they have killed themselves, rather, by shooting at the robots. The robots are cool. Let's check out what they can do. You can swap those power fists that they normally come with phosphor blasters. And I have done that for reasons of the formation that they can go in, where if they get these, they hit with these phosphor blasters, then the destroyers that are with them get a bonus. It's called the Elimination Maniple. If the Kastellan robots from this formation score 1 or more unsaved wounds, glancing hits, or penetrating hits on an enemy unit with a weapon that has Lumigen special rule, which these blasters they have it. All Kastellan destroyers from this unit target the same unit. Add 1 to their ballistic skill, and their weapons gain the ignores cover special rule. So very devastating. 1 to their ballistic skill and ignores cover. So if you're fighting a bite unit and you shoot these guys first, you get one of those unsaved wounds on them with these blasters, and now these other guys are causing some serious damage to that smash face blast unit, right? Serious damage. So that's why I have mine equipped as they are. I am going to get more, and they will be power fisty ones, because I think that is a useful option as well. And probably put the Lumigen gun up there instead of the Phosphor blaster. Why do I have that one? Well, let's look at the weapons right now. So we're going to look at the Untitled Combustor. We're going to look at the twin-linked heavy phosphor blaster, which is what these guys have, and the regular heavy phosphor blaster. Get back here in the rules section of the weapons. Excuse me. Alright. So, phosphor weapon. A heavy phosphor blaster, which is what all these use, even their carapace would be heavy phosphor, is a 36-inch range, strength 3, AP 3, heavy 3, Lumigen. So, nice number of attacks. The Lumigen rule reduces cover saves. Decent weapon. The Untitled Combustor is a template weapon. It is strength 4, AP 5, assault 1, torrent, and is why I use it. You can reach out and touch someone with that weapon. Also, there are times where I'll give this guy the artifact that gives the unit Cognus. So now it would be Cognus as well for these weapons too. Which means the Untitled Combustor is hitting 3 times instead of just the 1 time in the charge or the Overwatch phase, which is a good thing. So that's really how you do it. And you go with Power Fist. You just make them, you just want to get these guys into close combat. Keep them in Aegis Protocol with Feel No Pain until the turn before that you're ready to charge in and do some bashing on the face. Switch them to Conqueror Protocols and go for it. The Dude Man, the Datasmith, he can have Special Issue War Gear, which is the different power fields, or he can take the artifacts. He has a Gamma Fist and or Gamma Pistol, Power Fist, Data Spike. The Data Spike is the strength 10, or the strength 4 at the initiative 10. A Gamma Pistol is 12-inch range, so you usually don't get to fire it too much because you usually at 36 for the robots, and people don't like to get close to the robots, especially when you have the torrent flamers on there. Or at least I usually don't get to fire it too often because people usually keep well away from these things. But it is strength 6, AP 2, armor bane, so very dangerous little pistol there that he's carrying. And if you get into close combat, there's that extra Power Fist in there, and if these are all Power Fist, it's Power Fist all day, all long. So really love the robots. They are expensive. The way I run them, I believe, what am I at? 310 points is what mine run at, because it's 10 points for the twin link things on each robot. So 310 right here. It's a chunk of points, but these guys are tough. They are tough, and they are pretty strong. Now, as you can see, mine are posed very dynamically. There's a video in my playlist you can find where I show you how I did that. I cut all the little joint pieces and stuff and made it to where they could be, posed way better than just the standard kind of pose that they come with, if you're interested in doing that. This, I say, out of all the units in the War Convocation, the Cult Mechanicus Scaritari is my favorite unit. I just love it for so many reasons. And there's formation you can do where this is your you can just do robots, man. Just robots. A couple units of the destroyers, and the rest is just robots. It is that elimination maniple. Elimination maniple is 2 to 3 units of destroyers, so you can just do the 2 units of the destroyers. And then 1 to 3 Kastellan robot maniples. Each robot manipule can be 6 robots, and 3 data smiths. You can cut back on the data smiths for points if you need to be. So at base you can have 18 robots and 3 data smiths at the the lowest, keeping the data smiths down so you don't have too many of the data smiths. And that's a lot of robots. If I had the money for that many robots, I probably would do that, and that would be an army that I would run. And yes, I would do that. If I had to get to 1850, maybe add some more data smiths or some more destroyers or whatever I had to do to get there. But yeah, I would just run just that single formation, just so I could have just a robot army. And I would do that because it would be cool, and it would be awesome. And you would have an army with average toughness of 7 that on 6s on saves is reflecting shots back at the enemy. So I think it would be a pretty cool, pretty tough thing to deal with. And these guys are considered monstrous creatures as well, so they have the bonuses from that. Very good units. I like them. I really... the only question I could pose to you guys is, do you think that the way I have them with the Lumigen guns or the Power Fists, which one do you think is better? Would you do a mixed unit? What's your choice? What's your thoughts on that? I'd like to know that for sure. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can get updates. And I'll talk to you guys later.